The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Van Buren County Warriors Volleyball starts now. Streaming on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's head down to the court with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
All right, good afternoon, Warrior fans. Once again, we are back with you here from the Mutchler Center, Bloomfield, Iowa. The Davis County Varsity Volleyball Tournament. We thought we'd have to wait another match to be on the court we were supposed to be on. A match that's just starting between Centerville and Davis County, but the other court running ahead, so we moved over to the other court, then we had to move back because the Warriors are going to play Sheraton, where we were for the last two matches against Central Lee and West Burlington. Abbreviated version here of the Warrior Volleyball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. Warriors 2-2 on the day, defeating Centerville, losing to Davis County, defeating Central Lee, losing to West Burlington, all by the scores of 2-0. We're going to play Sheraton right now in the fifth match of the day. Warrior record currently stands at 19-13. Sheraton, a 3A school out of the South Central. Head coach is Abby Griffin. They came into today 10-11, 2-3 in the conference. Sheraton Chargers, a serve efficiency 89.5% on the year, a kill efficiency of .139. Leading players: Elena Elmore, kills and aces; Shelby Hall in digs; Mallory Willis, kills and blocks; Bailey McGee, assists, digs, and aces; Landry Hall, kills and aces; and Eddie Lane in blocks. First serve of this fifth match brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Starting lineup: Smithburg Automotive on the floor for the Warriors. Chaplin, Huff, Troutman up front, Mertens, Wiley, Urach in the back for Sheraton. Number 8 is Mallory Willis. Number 9 is, watch our cord there, buddy. Somebody grabbed our extension. Hang on a second. We're about to lose power. They caught it with one of their chairs. We're up here on the track. Luckily, it didn't come unplugged. 9 is Mia Millage up front. Also number 10, Bailey McGee in the back. Number 6 is their libero, Shelby Hall. Number 11, Landry Hall, also back there. Number 4, Peyton Snook. Here we go. Urach serve on the way to number 11, Hall. They're going to set Millage, tipped over, handled by Urach to Troutman to Huff. She'll tip it back over to the libero, Hall. Now a set coming for Willis out of the middle. She put it away to the back left corner past Urach. That's number 8, Mallory Willis, with her first kill. Team first, 1-0 Sheraton. We had to hustle. Just got word that they were going to play it on this court, so we had to hustle everything back over here. So here we go. Number 10, Bailey McGee on the serve. Chaplin and Wiley miscommunicate on that one. That's an ace for Bailey McGee. Her first, team first, 2-zip Sheraton off to a early lead here. Set number 1, Bailey McGee the serve. Chaplin the receive. Huff to the middle of the court. Troutman will tip it over to the middle of the defense. Doug on an overpass. Huff tips it right back. Number 11, Landry Hall, tipped it across. Huff let it go, and it lands in. Landry Hall, a kill, her first, team second, 3-zip Sheraton. Warriors would do themselves a favor to get off to a good start here in this first set. 10, McGee the serve, and that one goes into the net. Service error first for Sheraton. 3-1, Warriors on the board with a side out. Abbreviated pregame show there, but it was even a shortened abbreviated pregame show. Not much, but that serve up into the balcony. That's an ace off of number 11, Landry Hall. Warriors' first ace. And I believe Wiley is doing the serving. She's underneath our feet because we're up on the track. Her first, 3-2. Next serve from Wiley. Off of number 11 in the middle back, ricochet to the left. She's the captain, number 11, Landry Hall. Back-to-back aces for Wiley. That's the team second, her second. And we're tied at 3. There's the next serve by Wiley, handled by the back row. They'll set middle, tip to the right, and nobody there. That's number 8, Mallory Willis, a double block coming at her in the middle. She tipped it to the right. Warrior defense absent from that spot. Willis, her second kill. Third as a team. 4-3. Millage on the serve. Huff, overhead pass to Urach. She's going to go to Wells. She'll tip it over the block, supported by Hall, Landry Hall. Tipped over by number 7, Eddie Lane. Ellie Lane, tipped back by Urach. Dug in the back corner, they'll tip from the right side. Wiley there, then an overpass put away by number 8, Mallory Willis, out of the middle. Third kill for Willis, fourth as a team. Sheraton up 5-3. So back-to-back matches. The Warriors have had to deal with big middle hitters here. Kaylee Webb for West Burlington, Mallory Willis, number 8, 6 feet tall. And a point for Sheraton on the down official didn't like the Warriors lineup before that serve, illegal. Point Sheraton 6-3. Millage the serve. Wiley the dig, or the receive. Urach backs that right side. Huff missed time. She'll tip it down the net. Over, but out. Over on a one-handed contact from number 7, Ellie Lane, but it went out. We'll give Huff a tip kill down the net. Sub for Sheraton, number 1, Alana Elmore into the game. Huff's first kill, Warriors' first kill. 6-4. Side out. Van Buren to serve off the net from Huff. It doesn't creep over. Service error. First of the set and match for the Warriors. Sheraton up 7-4. Their liberos, number 6, Shelby Hall, is out. Number 12, Eddie Lane, or let's see who came into the match. Willis on the serve. Chaplin towards the net. Wells a free ball. By the back row of Sheraton, they're going to set out of the middle, off the block of the Warriors, and down in front of Huff. Number 12, Eddie Lane, on the kill, her first team 5th. (8-4). That serve handled by Huff to Urach to Mertens. She'll tip to the left of the Sheraton block and down for a point. Number 10, Bailey McGee could not get there. Mertens, her first kill, team 2nd. Side out Warriors. It's 8-5. The chair, here comes Sickles to serve into the match for Van Buren County. (8-5) Sheraton. Sickles to serve, handled in the middle back. And a forearm set and a deep roll shot off the outside. Huff up in the air to Urach. Mertens, she'll bang one off the block and out of bounds. Block of number 7, Ellie Lane, and number 12, Eddie Lane. Mertens gets it. That's the third kill for the Warriors as a team. Mertens gets her second. It's 8-6, and Sickles serves that one into the net. Second service error of the match for the Warriors. Substitution coming for Sheraton. Number 4 in for number 7. That's Peyton Snook in for Ellie Lane. So Sheraton with 3 sets of players with the same last name. Broadcaster's worst nightmare. Number 4, Peyton Snook on the serve. Huff an overhead pass. Urach overhead set to Mertens. She'll tip it to the left of the block. And made contact with it to number 4, Peyton Snook, but she couldn't control it. Mertens, her third kill. Warriors 4th as a team at 9-7. And on the serves, Van Buren County. There's the serve from Wells, handled by the middle back row libero, and then a free ball coming to the Warriors off the outside. Mertens, Urach, Troutman out of the middle, off the block. It was a touch. Troutman a kill for the Warriors. I don't know if it landed in or out, but it didn't matter. Last touch by Sheraton. Troutman gets her first kill, team 5th, 9-8. Warriors back to within 1. Awaiting the serve, there it is, to Hall, the libero in the back. A forearm pass towards the net, a roll shot deep off the outside. That goes past the end line. Attack error by number 12, Eddie Lane. Out of bounds, point Warriors, 9 apiece. Wells the serve, forearm pass controlled, then a forearm set and a roll shot by the libero out of the back. That's Hall to Wells. Urach, Troutman, a free ball out of the middle. Forearm pass out of the back, they'll set middle. Eddie Lane on the attack, ricocheted over to above the Warrior bench and out of bounds. Number 12, Eddie Lane on a kill, her second, team 6th. 10-9 Sheraton, they get the side out. Number 11, Landry Hall back to serve. They got 2 players with the last name Hall, 2 players with the last name Krutzmeyer, 2 players with the last name Lane. Here's number 11, Landry Hall on the serve. Sickles on the reception to Urach, back set right side, Mertens. A roll shot off the right side, dug by Sheraton, setter dump on 2, Mertens into the net, Troutman up, cleaned up by Sheraton off of Wiley, it ricochets to the right. Number 10, Bailey McGee cleaned up the overpass, her first kill, team 7th, 11-9, Sheraton up 2. And number 11, Landry Hall, back to serve for the Chargers. Sickles lets it go, and it's past the end line and for a service error. Their second of the match. 11-10. Substitution coming for Sheraton. Number 2 in for number 11. That's Ava Krutzinger in for Landry Hall. Warriors to serve to Krutzinger. Forearm pass and a set to McGee. Millage, cross-court attack dug by Wiley. Urach, Huff, off the deep outside, dug by the libero. They'll set middle, blocked by Troutman. The libero keeps it alive. They'll set Willis, or Eddie Lane out of the middle again. I think she hit it past the end line. Attack error by Sheraton. We're tied at 11. Warriors still serving. At serve, forearm pass controlled, then a forearm set, and a free ball off the outside from Millage. Sickles, Urach, Troutman tips it to the left. Did it catch line? Which way is the point going? To Sheraton. It must have been out. No. They're saying in. Warriors hold the serve. Okay, it was in. I think Troutman got that one. That pass or serve handle of the middle back to the set, and then an attack off the outside that goes errant. 13-11. Warriors with the serve. That serve on the way. Krutzinger, Mertens is serving for the Warriors. A free ball coming to Sickles. Urach to Huff through the block and down. She hit it through the block of Eddie Lane and number 10, McGee. 7th kill as a team in set 1. Huff her second. Warriors up 3, 14-11. They've come back nicely. Marley Mertens the next serve. Up in the air by Snook. McGee, overpass, cleaned up by Troutman. McGee on the dig. Back to McGee, over to Wiley. Urach and Huff through the block and down again, and Huff starting to feel it. Her second in a row. That's her third overall, 8th as a team. 15-11. Warriors up 4, and on a nice service run is Marley Mertens. Substitution, Sheraton. Millage out, number 1, Alana Elmore in. Sophia going to keep feeding Ashland, I believe. That serve handled by the back row, and then a set to the outside. An attack off the block of the Warriors by Elmore. They'll go to Huff, and she'll bang another one. It rattles around in the defense of Sheraton and finds the floor. Huff, her 4th, team 9th. Warriors up 16-11. If she gets a matchup she likes, you better watch out because she'll eat them up every time. That serve and overpass. Troutman tips it back. And they're going to call a lift on Troutman as she tried to clean up that overpass side out. Eddie Lane out, number 8, Willis back into the match. It's 16-12. Warriors up 4 in set 1 against Sheraton. 5th match of the day, number 6, the libero, Shelby Hall. 5'4", right-handed server on the way. Sickles the service received to Urach. Back to Huff. She'll bang it right into the black, and Willis got her that time and sent it back for a block for a point. First for either team, 16-13. Warriors up 3. Number 6, Shelby Hall on the next serve. That one bounces in front of Wiley. Just died. That's an ace for Shelby Hall. Her first, team second. Sheraton back on a little run to cut it to within 2 at 16-14. Libero Shelby Hall with the white jersey sends one to Wiley. Urach going to set Mertens. Back row attack off the right side. Cross court nicely and down to the right of number 2, Ava Krutzinger. Mertens, her 4th kill, team 10th. Here in set 1, side out Warriors are up 17-14. Serve on the way from Urach. Here comes a set to the middle, tipped by Willis. Wiley is there. Urach comes to get it. She'll set Huff. Banged it. Was it the touch? No, just out of bounds from the outside for Huff. Tried to go cross court. No touch. Sub for Sheraton, number 7, Ellie Lane into the match. Number 10, McGee back to serve. Chaplin into the match to Urach. To Chaplin, a free ball back to Sheraton. Willis. McGee back to Willis. Cross court to the right of Mertens and down out of the middle. Willis gets her 4th, team 8th as far as kills go. Sheraton back to within a point at 17-16. McGee still serving for the Chargers. Right of center on the service line. It's on the way to Wiley. Passing to Urach, a good one. Huff will tip out of the middle. Popped up in the air with two hands by Sheraton to McGee to Willis. She'll tip over the block. Troutman right back at her. Willis to the left, tried to reach out, got it, but falls to the floor, kind of over towards that basketball hoop on the Sheraton side. So an error on the Chargers gives the Warriors a point, 18-16, and a side out. Warriors up 2 with the serve. It's on the way. Out of the back row, forearm pass, setter dump on 2, Huff to cover. Urach will tip it towards the back corner. The libero Hall up in the air, and then a forearm pass towards the net, and it falls. Sophia Urach sent him out of system, and that's an error by the Chargers, giving the Warriors a point, 19-16. They're up 3 here is set 1. The serve ricochets off the middle back to the left. That's an ace. It's off of number 2, Ava Krutzinger. Wiley gets the third ace as a team in set 1. She's got them all, 3 of them. Substitution 11, Landry Hall in. Set point for the Warriors. They lead it 20-16. Wiley, the jump serve from right of center is on the way. Off of Hall, back to the backboard, and that's an ace to end the set. 21-16. The Warriors win set 1 over at Sheraton. 4th ace of the set for the Warriors, and Lexi Wiley gets them all. Let's take a 60-second break. We'll do a quick set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. When we come back, you're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball. They lead Sheraton 1-0 right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. We are so excited to honor 2 of our 4th graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Anna Nichols and Kai Dervinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you, the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth here from the Mutchler Center in Bloomfield, Iowa. Davis County Varsity Volleyball Tournament today. Warriors' 5th match of the day. They're 2-2 so far, but they lead Sheraton 1-0, winning that first set 21-16. Set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. 2 service errors for each team, 4 aces for the Warriors, 2 for Sheraton. 10 kills for the Warriors, 8 for the Chargers. The Chargers with a block for a point. Individually, Willis leads the way with 4 kills. Shelby Hall has an ace. Bailey McGee an ace and a kill. Landry Hall a kill. Eddie Lane with 2 kills for the Chargers. For the Warriors, Huff has 4 putaways, so does Mertens. Lexi Wiley with 4 aces, Ada Troutman with 2 kills. That's the way the stats line up. We're about ready to start set number 2, brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service. Starting lineups for set 2, brought to you by Smithburg Automotive for service set 2, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. On the floor for the Warriors, up front, Huff, Troutman, Urach. In the back, Chaplin, Wiley, Mertens. Number 10, McGee to serve it for Sheraton. And we're underway in set 2. That serve handled by Mertens to Urach, going to Huff on the outside. She'll tip right over the block off of 1 contact and under the net. Ashlyn Huff, another kill for her 5th, team first in set 2, 11th of the match. For Sheraton, in the back is number 6, the libero Shelby Hall. Number 11 is Landry Hall. Number 7 back there is Ellie Lane. Up front is Willis, and we'll get the rest in a minute. Service received towards the net, back into play. Willis will tip it back towards the deep corner for Mertens. Urach going to set Chaplin on the right side, blocked. Back into play, a block for a point by Willis and number 1, Elmore. Second block for a point by Chargers. First in this set. We're tied at 1. Substitution for Sheraton, Mia Millage, I don't know which way to say it, coming into the match for number 1, Elmore. Millage on the serve, tied at 1. She'll send it to Wiley. Overhead pass, a low one. Urach up to get it. Chaplin will roll high over the block. The libero Hall to McGee to Willis, blocked by Huff. Lands in bounds. Wiley couldn't come up to get it. Willis, another kill for the Chargers, her 5th. Team first of set 2, 9th of the match. Sheraton up 2-1. Millage, right of center on the service line, sends a serve to Mertens. Her pass to Urach, going to Huff out of the middle. She'll bang it through the block. Dug by the libero Hall to McGee. Outside attack by number 11, Hall. Landry Hall dug by Wiley to Urach to Huff. A roll shot off the outside. The libero Hall, they'll set Willis out of the middle. Dug by Mertens in the middle back. Urach a setter dump on 2 up in the air from the libero to Millage. Willis tips. Chaplin. Urach back into play. Troutman a roll shot. Back to the back row. Dug by Millage. A back set right side. Tipped by number 7, Ellie Lane. Warriors keep it alive to Urach to Huff. She'll roll one over the block. They're going to say in the net. Trying to block Huff's roll off the outside. In the net on Sheraton. So a long, frantic kind of back and forth point there. Won by the Warriors, it's 2-2. The serve from Wiley. Sheraton will go to the outside. On the attack, number 11, Hall, dug by the Warriors. To Urach, to Mertens, a back row attack. Dug by the libero, Shelby Hall. Center dump on 2. Wells tried to clean it up, hit it into the net. Substitution number 12 into the match, Eddie Lane. 10, McGee will get that setter dump kill. Her second, team second, and set 2, 10th of the match. Sheraton leads 3-2. That serve in between Mertens and Wiley. They look at each other like you were supposed to get it. Nobody got it. That's an ace. First and set 2, third of the match. It'll go to Willis, number 8, her first. 4-2 Sheraton. Willis left to center, sends a serve. Mertens and Wiley let it go. That one's out. Service error Sheraton, first to set 2, third of the match. Willis is out. The libero Shelby Hall back into the match for the Chargers. 4-3. Sheraton up 1. Warriors lead 1-0. There's a serve from Huff. I'll get it to the setter who'll go right side, but into the net on the attack is Ellie Lane. Attack here, Sheraton, we're tied at 4. Huff to serve again for Van Buren County. Huff the serve to the middle back, Elmore. Then they'll go to the outside down the line off of Urach. She couldn't control it on the kill by number 11, Landry Hall. Her second, team third of the set, 11th of the match. Substitution number 4, Peyton Snook coming in to serve for Sheraton. They lead it 5-4. She's a step right of center on the service line. Snook the serve. Huff the receive. Urach, she'll go to Mertens. She'll tip it, catches the net, popped up in the air, then sent towards the net, and a free ball coming from McGee. Wiley is there for the Warriors. Urach going to Wells, middle, tipped over the block. In the net on the block attempt, Sheraton. Thought they were going to call a lift on Wells for a minute that I wasn't going to agree with, but they called in the net on Sheraton. Point Warriors. We're tied at 5 in set 2. Van Buren County up 1-0, 21-16 the score in the first. Here comes Sickles into serve. Warriors 2-2 on the day, looking to end the day 3-2 and a positive note on the regular season. 19-13 is their record, looking to get to 20 wins. That serve handled by the middle back, Hall, the libero. McGee towards the outside, blocked on the attack attempt, kept alive by Sheraton. Oh, and the libero tried to send it back on the second contact, Shelby Hall, and she came up short and pounded it underneath the net. Point Warriors, 6-5. Van Buren County up. That serve, a short one along the line, 1 contact and 2 into the net, and they're not going to be able to send it over. 7-5. Sickles serving for Van Buren County. Sheraton took it to Davis County, defeated them in 3 sets, and we lost to Davis County, so didn't know which way this one was going to go. That serve received by Hall, the libero, tipped out of the middle. Urach keeps it alive. Wiley comes to help out. Mertens will tip to the left of the block of 10-12. Good for a point. McGee and Eddie Lane trying to block. Mertens, good court awareness, as I've said so many times, gets a second Warriors kill of the set. Mertens 5th overall to tie Huff for team lead. 12th kill of the match for the Warriors. 8-5 they lead. Handled by Hall in the back on the serve from Sickles. Overpass cleaned up by Wells. 1 contact and 2 off the net and down. Daphne Wells, an overpass kill. Her first, team third of the set. 13th of the match. 9-5. 4-point separation created by Sickles serving. Back corner, Elmore handles that. They'll set to the outside. That's good by number 11 over there. Landry Hall gets a side out for Sheraton. Her third kill, team 4th of the set, 12th of the match, 9-6. And Landry Hall back to serve. About halfway between the middle and the right corner. Serve on the way to Huff, straight up in the air. Wiley comes to help out. Then Urach, front middle, will send a free ball to number 4, Snook. McGee, and blocked on the in the net, they're going to say, on the Warriors on that block attempt. The attack attempt was by one, Alana Elmore, 9-7. Landry Hall, the next serve. Wiley's receive goes up to the ceiling and ricochets down, and Urach's contact goes off of Huff. Point, Chargers, it's 9-8. Number 11, Landry Hall, still on the serve for Sheraton. They're back within a point. That serve on the way. Warriors let it go out. Service there along the left side in front of us here. Second of the second set, fourth of the match for the Chargers. A substitution, number 3 in for 11. Number 3 is Danica Gruppendorf. In for 11, Landry Hall. Warriors got the side out. They lead at 10-8. A serve on the way to Gruppendorf from Wells. Here comes a set over to number 1 off the outside. Wells let it go, and I think it's out. Number 1, Elmore on the attack attempt. Attack air, Chargers, point Warriors, 11-8. They're up 3, leading 1-0. Next serve on the way from Wells. Handled, and a set coming to Elmore off the outside. Cross court dug by Daphne. Urach will set Mertens. She attacks off and ricochet. See, AJ, I told you those balls, if we were sitting on that side, we'd have had 2 or 3 ricochet right up to us. I was right. Mertens a kill off the outside, off of 1 ricochet attempt and up into the balcony. Mertens gets her 6. That's a team 4th and set 2, 14th of the match. Warriors up 12-8. The next serve, a short one. Right back to the Warriors on 1 contact. Wells, Urach, Troutman off the block. Troutman keeps it alive. Wells, Mertens a free ball deep on the outside. And, miscommunication, and it lands in front of number 3, Gruppendorf. Not a kill, but it acted like one. But off the forearms, you can't credit. But it's a point nonetheless for the Warriors. They lead it 13-8. Up 1-0, leading by 5 in set 2. There's the whistle. We're ready for play. Serve on the way from Wells. The libero forearm pass is set to the middle. Cross court off of Sickles and off of the balcony. By number 12, Eddie Lane gets the kill for Sheraton in the side out. Her third, team 5th in set 2, 13th of the match. Willis back in for Lane. I believe the libero Hall, Shelby Hall back to serve. Off the net, kept alive by Troutman and Urach. Good job, Mertens. An attack off the right side on a disjointed point. Falls in front of Gruppendorf back there, Mertens. That was good awareness by the Warriors to keep that one alive. Mertens' 7th kill, team 5th, the set 2, 15th of the match. 14-9, Warriors get a side out. Gruppendorf on the receive. The serve from Mertens will set Willis off the block and off of Wiley, and ricochets out of bounds. Number 8, Willis, her 6th put away. 6 as a team in set 2, 14th of the match. It's 14-10. Substitution, 7 in for 4. That's Ellie Lane in for Peyton Snook. Number 10, Bailey McGee back to serve. A little bit right of center. Wiley on the service receive to Urach, to Huff, off the block of Willis and down in front of Gruppendorf. Ashlyn Huff, 6th kill, team 6 to set 2, 16th to the match, 15-10. No timeout from Sheraton. Chaplin in to the match for the Warriors. There's the serve from Urach, and they're going to stop play as a ball came over. The Sheraton coach saved it from going out onto the court. So we'll redo the point. And that serve ricocheted out to the right, back into play. Then a free ball coming from Ellie Lane. Huff has it. Urach on to Troutman, middle. A big tip over the block. Gruppendorf up to get it. McGee set Willis out of the middle, cross court to the left. Off of Urach, she couldn't control it. Out of the middle, Willis went to her left in the back and put that one away. Willis, 7th kill. Team 7th in set 2, 15th of the match. And Millage back into serve for Sheraton. Here comes number 11, Landry Hall, back in for number 3, Gruppendorf. 15-11, Warriors up 4. Millage on the serve for the Chargers. Right along the edge of the basketball lane on the right side, sends it to Wiley. Her pass to Urach, going to Huff out of the middle. She bangs it off the block to libero Hall, up to get it. McGee will go to Willis. She'll tip to the right of the block of Huff and Troutman. Nobody there. Tip kill for Willis, her 8th. Team 8th in set 2, 16th of the match, 15-12. And the Warriors will still search for that side out. Millage, the serve on the way. Huff up to get it. Urach back set right side. Troutman, a roll shot. Up in the air from McGee. Hall to the barrel. Right side to number 7, Ellie Lane. Dug by Mertens. Urach a setter dump on 2 to Millage. McGee. Then off the outside, dug by Mertens on the attack by Hall, and Warriors miscommunication. Urach got a piece of it, sent it under the net. Point, Sheraton, they're back within 2 at 15-13. 9 Millage the serve to Wiley. Urach going Huff middle, bangs it off the block. Mertens there to recover. Urach, Huff a roll shot. Hall the libero, McGee, Willis, she'll tip to the right of the block again. There's just nobody there. Wiley, I'm not sure she knows what to do, whether to come up and get it or to stay back if she's going to hit it hard. So had timeout by head coach Selena Sayer. Willis gets her 9th kill, 9th as a team, 17th of the match. Back with you in 30 seconds. Sheraton has cut it to 1, 15-14 Warriors. Warriors up 1-0. 30-second break. Back with more Warrior Volleyball from the Davis County Invitational Tournament here in Bloomfield, Iowa, the Mutchler Center, right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Back to live action. Attack off the outside, cross court dug by Wiley. That's Landry Hall. And an overpass, and number 11 put that one away. Her 4th kill, team 10th in set 2, 18th of the match. And Sheraton has come all the way back to tie it at 15. Millage on the serve. Huff ricochets off of her and out of bounds, and ace. Sheraton has the lead at 16-15. Second ace of the set, 4th of the match. Mia Millage, her first ace, 16-15, serve on the way to Wiley. Passing to Urach, going to Huff. She'll tip to the right, turnabout is fair play. Tips to the right of the block, nobody could get it. Huff with a tip kill, her 7th. 7th as a team in set 2, 17th of the match. Warriors get a side out, we're tied at 16. Number 1, Alana Elmore into the match for Sheraton. Warriors will serve, tied at 16. Serve on the way. And that'll be an ace, ricocheted off of one Sheraton player and down. Wiley serving. First ace of set 2, 5th of the match for the Warriors. Wiley's got all 5. 17-16, Van Buren County back up by 1, leading 1-0. Wiley the jump serve on the way. Hall the libero out of the back, overpass tipped by Wells off of McGee and comes underneath the net on a ricochet. Daphne Wells with a tip kill on the overpass. Her 2nd, team 8th of the set, 18th of the match, 18-16. That serve goes into the net from Wiley. Service there. First to set 2, 3rd of the match for the Warriors. Sheraton a free point and a side out. Hall the libero out. Number 12, Eddie Lane. Back into the match for the Chargers. Willis will serve. Warriors lead 18-17. The serve from Willis. Huff. The reception and another illegal rotation. Illegal setup on the serve. Whatever you want to call it. That official just doesn't like the way we're lining up. 3 point Sheraton, 18 apiece. Willis, the serve to Mertens. Urach over to Wells, off the outside, dug by the back row to the setter, to their outside, cross court, dug by Wiley, and then Huff, and then Wiley a free ball to that back corner, and good. From behind the line, tacked it below the top plane of the net, good. By Lexi Wiley, gets the Warriors a side out. Her first kill, team's 9th in set 2, 19th of the match, 19-18. Warriors up 1. Would love to end this in straight sets. See if they can get it done. Here comes the serve. Out of the back row, a forearm contact and a set to the outside. Down the line, was it out? No, it was in. Number 11, Landry Hall, the outside hitter there. Her 5th kill, team 11th of set 2. 19th of the match. Number 4 into the match. That's Peyton Snook to serve. We're tied at 19. She's a little bit right of center on the service line. Snook, the serve. Wiley, the pass to Urach. Mertens, she'll tip it right over the block. Up in the air from McGee. Hall, over to the outside to Lane. She'll tip it down the net. Mertens off of her left arm and out of bounds. For 11, Landry Hall, her 6th kill. 12th, set 2 for Sheraton, 20th of the match. It's 20-19. Timeout. Warriors, quick 30-second break. Back with more Warrior Volleyball action right here in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
Back to live action. Mertens tips it across out of the middle. Popped up in the air by Sheraton. Setter dump on, a libero dump on 2. Gives Sheraton the point. Lands in the middle of the Warrior defense. 21-19. Sheraton wins set 2. That kill was by the libero number 6, Shelby Hall. Her first, team 13th, 21st of the match. So let's take a 60-second break. We'll come back and do a quick set recap. When we come back, we're tied at 1 set apiece. Warriors win the first set 21-16 over Sheraton. Sheraton takes the second 21-19. Live volleyball action for you today on this Saturday from the Mutchler Center, Bloomfield, Iowa, Davis County Varsity Volleyball Invitational. Warriors are 2-2 on the day, tied at 1 set apiece with Sheraton, looking to end the day 3-2. Back with you in, let's do 30 seconds for a quick set recap right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're back with you here in the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth from the Mutchler Center in Bloomfield, Iowa. Davis County Varsity Volleyball Tournament today, tied at 1 set apiece with Sheraton. Warriors win the first 21-16, lose the second 21-19. Go into a third set, best of 15, got to win by 2, no cap on the points. Third set of the day for the Warriors. Set 3 will be brought to you by Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Check out their great selection of Rangers and ATVs and drive one home today. Quick set 2 recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. Service errors, 1 for the Warriors, 2 for Sheraton. Aces, 1 for the Warriors, 2 for Sheraton. The Warriors had 9 kills, a total of 19 for the match. Sheraton, 13 kills, a total of 21 for the match. Sheraton a block for a point. They've got a total of 2 for the match. Individually, Mallory Willis leading the way for Sheraton with 9 kills. Landry Hall with 6. Eddie Lane with 3. For the Warriors, Huff has 7, so does Mertens. Daphne Wells with 2. Lexi Wiley, 5 aces, a kill. Ada Troutman, 2 kills. That's the way the stats line up after set number 2. First service set 3, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Starting lineups for set number 3, Smithburg Automotive. Set 3, Slayton Polaris. That set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. On the floor for the Warriors, starting lineups of set 3, Smithburg Automotive. Let's see, it's up front, Huff, Troutman, Urach, left to right, Chaplin, Wells, Mertens in the back. For Sheraton, looks like Elmore, Willis, their libero, Shelby Hall, checking in. I'll get some numbers for you here in a minute for Sheraton as soon as they separate from their huddle. Number 1, number 8, number 7. That's Elmore, Willis, and Lane up front. McGee, Hall, the libero, Shelby Hall, and number 11, Landry Hall in the back. Sheraton looks like they won the toss and will serve. Number 10, Bailey McGee to do so. Wiley, the Warrior libero, checking into the match for Wells. So in the back, it'll be Chaplin, Wiley, Mertens. Up front, Huff, Troutman, Urach. Here we go. Number 10, McGee sends a serve on the way to Chaplin. Passing to Urach. Should go to the outside for Huff. A roll shot down the net. Up in the air with one hand from Elmore. Then McGee towards the middle. A free ball from Willis. Chaplin, Urach, Huff. Bangs it through the block and down. Block couldn't get there quick enough. Number 7 and 8 tried to get her. Ellie Lane and Mallory Willis, but they could not. Ashlyn Huff's 8th kill of the match. First to set 3 for the Warriors. 20th overall. 1-0. Playing this set to 15. Serve from Urach. Overpass. Oh, tried to be cleaned up by either Troutman or Huff. I don't know, and it's hit past the end line, out of bounds. That one was laid on a platter, and they couldn't take advantage of it. Number 1, Elmore out. Number 9, Millage in for Sheraton to serve. We're tied at 1. Millage for Sheraton, a little bit right of center on the service line, sends it to Mertens. Passing to Urach, going to Huff. She took something off it, dug by the libero Hall. McGee to Willis out of the middle. Urach up to get it off the net. Oh, a nice tip over by Chaplin, kept alive by 11. Landry Hall. Willis tried to tip it over, and it comes up short. Oh, ricochet. Nice job, Kaylee Chapman. Quick reach out and tip over the net. Got that point for the Warriors. It's 2-1. Number 1, Elmore back in for 9 millage. For Sheraton, Warriors get the side out and the serve. That serve in front, on back to the Warriors on one contact, and Wiley couldn't come over to cover after serving. No kill, but it acted as one for number 6, Shelby Hall, the libero. Dove and reached out and sent it back over to the dead spot in the defense of the Warriors. Here's 8, Willis on the serve. We're tied at 2. Huff, overhead pass, Urach, overhead set to Wells. She'll bang one to the left of the block and down the line and good for Daphne Wells. The block of 7 and 12, Ellie Lane and Eddie Lane couldn't get her. Wells with a kill, her third. Team second in set 3, 21st of the match. 3-2 Warriors lead. They've got the serve. Serve on the way from Huff. Handled by Sheraton. They'll go to the outside. Number 11 off the block and out of bounds. Wells and Chaplin tried to block number 11, Landry Hall. She hit it off him and out of bounds. Her 7th kill, first for Sheraton in set 3. Their 22nd kill of the match. We're tied at 3. Sub coming for the Chargers. Number 4, Peyton Snook coming into the match for number 7, Ellie Lane. And Snook going to go back to serve it. All the action on the other court is over. Snook the serve. Wiley up in the air. Mertens back into play, a free ball. Oh, no, it went into the net. Wells tried to send him a free ball, came up short. Attack here by the Warriors. 4-3 Sheraton. Snook, the next serve on the way. Wiley overhead pass. Urach overhead set to Mertens. She'll tip it. Snook is there. McGee over to Lane on the outside. Through Wiley and Huff, and it's in. Number 11, Landry Hall, her 8th kill. Second for Sheraton in set 3, 23rd of the match. They're up 5-3. Warriors looking for a side out from the serve off of Snook. Wiley to Urach. Going to Mertens, she'll bang one to the back row. Dug by Sheraton to Lane. Free ball from McGee. Mertens, Wells. Here comes Marley. She'll tip it over. Lane, McGee to number 12 out of the middle. The other Lane, Eddie Lane, or Hall is number 11, excuse me. And that falls in the middle of the Warrior defense. Eddie Lane with a kill, her 4th, team 3rd, and 24th of the match. Sheraton up 6-3, timeout Warriors. Let's take a quick 30-second break. Be back with more Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Whether you're building your dream home, expanding the family farm, or just need a little help getting started, Pilot Grove Savings Bank is here for you. Our experienced lending team offers personalized service with competitive rates because we live here too, and we know what matters. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We make your goals our priority. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Number 4, Snook continues her service run back to Sheraton on one contact. They will set Hall off the outside. She hit one. No, it's in, they say, in that back corner. I can't see it. Number 11, Landry Hall, another put away, her 9th, team 4th of set 3, 24th of the match. And Sheraton on a little bit of a roll off the serving of number 4, Snook. 7-3 they lead. That serve to Chaplin off of the backboard to the right. Urach, nothing they can do about that. Apparatus. They're going to replay it. I thought that was off the backboard of Warriors' fault. That's a strange, well, this is a strange replay. That should have been Sheraton's point. 7-3, the Snook will serve off of Huff. Wiley back into play. Urach a free ball to Hall, the libero to McGee. Number 12 out of the middle on the attack. Eddie Lane dug by Urach to Wiley, back set to the outside. Mertens dug by popped up in the air by the libero to McGee. That one off of the Warrior block and up into the balcony or the track. Off of the outside attack by number 11, Landry Hall. She'll get her 10th kill, 5th of the set for Sheraton, 26th of the match. And they're up 5 here in set number 3, 8-3. Number 4, Snook, the serve. Huff, Urach, back set right side, Wells, cross court and good. We need that from Daphne, and she gave him a side out. Daphne Wells, her 4th kill, 3rd in the set for the Warriors. 22nd of the match, 8-4. Sheraton. Sickles coming in to serve. Serve on the way, a short one. The libero comes up to get it. They'll set number 12 to Huff. Couldn't handle it in the middle back. Eddie Lane, the kill out of the middle, her 5th. Team 6th in set 3, 27th of the match, 9-4. Sheraton. Not sure why they decided to replay that point off of the backboard. It was the Warriors' fault that it hit that, and they couldn't play it, but strange. That's serve into the net by number 11, Landry Hall. Service error, first of set 3 for Sheraton, their 5th of the match. Troutman is in. Number 3, Danica Grappendorf into the match also for Sheraton. Warriors with the serve. It's on the way from Wells. Short one up to get it. One contact, 2 and 3. And into the net on the attack was Eddie Lane. Attack error Sheraton. Point Warriors. It's 9-6. And Van Buren County looking for a service run here. Serve on the way from Wells, handled by the middle back to the setter, McGee, going to Elmore on the outside, and she overhit that one out of bounds. Attack here, Sheraton. It's 9-7. Sheraton up 2, set 3. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Warriors winning the first, 21-16. Sheraton the second, 21-19. Daphne Wells the next serve. Off of the libero Hall. McGee, a forearm set. Back row attack, Grappendorf. Wells on the dig. Urach to Mertens. Off the block and down. Number 12 stuffed her. Eddie Lane blocked for a point. First in set 3 for Sheraton, 3rd of the match. Gives them a side out. They lead it 10-7. Number 6, the libero Shelby Hall. Right about on that right side of the basketball lane. Sends a serve on the way. Sickles right back to him. Snook, McGee over on 2. Mertens. Urach, a setter dump on 2 to Hall. The libero to McGee. Going to Willis out of the middle. Off the block of Troutman. And ricochets down. Mallory Willis, her 10th put away, 7th of set 3 for Sheraton, 28th of the match, 11-7. And Hall, the libero with the serve. Sickles up in the air with 2 hands. Urach, Troutman, blocked, kept alive by Ada, kept alive by Wiley. Huff will tip it over to him. Then they'll set Willis with a tip up in the air from Mertens. Urach to the middle back to Grappendorf. McGee over to Elmore, blocked by the Warriors, right back to Sheraton. The libero Hall sends it right back to Wiley. To Urach to Mertens, tip to the left. Was it in or out? I think it was out. Mertens tried to tip to the left of the block. An attack error on the Warriors. Reluctant to hit it into that block is Van Buren County right now. 12-7 they trail. Shelby Hall to serve. Sickles passing to Urach, center dump on 2. Hall comes up to get it. To McGee, to Willis out of the middle. She'll go cross court. Dug by Sickles, right back. Clean up Elmore out of bounds. Or is it off the block? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, they pointed the wrong way. That point should have went to the Warriors. Elmore on the attack here. 12-8. Warriors on the serve. That serve. Hall, McGee, tip to the right. Nobody there again by Willis. Willis, her 11th kill. 8th of set 3, 29th of the match for Sheraton. Substitution. It's number 7, Ellie Lane, back into the match, 13-8. Number 10, McGee, serving. Sickles on the receive. Urach, Mertens, back row right side attack. Off of the libero Hall and ricochets to the right and out of bounds. So Mertens, a back row kill, her 8th to tie with Huff for team high honors in this match. 4th kill of set 3 for the Warriors. 23rd of the match, Chaplin in, 13-9. There's the serve from Urach. Ricochets to the left off of number 7, Ellie Lane. I believe that's an ace for the Warriors. First to set 3, 6th of the match. Urach gets it, her first. Wiley has the other ones. That one, service receive. Oh, over on one arm. Troutman cleans it up. Hall, Willis right back. Wiley saves it. Urach. Then Huff, she'll tip to the left of the block with the left hand of Willis and number 7, Lane, and it finds the hole in the middle of the defense. Number 4, Snook coming into the match. Huff gets her 9th kill, team high honors in this match. 5th for the Warriors in set 3, 24th overall. It's 13-11, they're back within 2, and that one in. Urach an ace in that back corner. Snook let it go. Warriors have crept back in it. Second ace of set 3, 7th of the match. 5 for Wiley, 2 for Urach. It's 13-12. Sheraton, here comes a timeout from head coach of Sheraton, Abby Griffin. Quick 30-second timeout. Back with more Warrior Volleyball action right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. We are so excited to honor 2 of our 4th graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Ona Nichols and Kai Dravinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Well, that was a real quick timeout by Sheraton. Warriors coming back onto the court now. Back with you at Mutchler Center, Bloomfield, Iowa. Davis County Varsity Volleyball Invitational, 13-12. Warriors trail by 1. Serve from Urach. Grappendorf. And then it falls off a one contact miscommunication and ace. Third ace of set 3 for the Warriors. 8th of the match. Wiley has 5. Urach has 3. And we are tied at 13. Urach on the service run to Grappendorf. Up in the air, it goes backwards. Snook back into play. A free ball coming from Willis. Can the Warriors do something with it? Mertens, Urach going to Huff, banged off the block and down back on the Warriors side. Willis stuffed her. Blocked for a point. I think Huff has room down the line if she wants to go that way. 14-13 match point, Sheraton. Boy, the Warriors had a golden look there at taking the lead by 1, but Willis stuffed Huff. I think Ashley maybe should have went down the line. Like I said, substitutions, 9 Millage in. Here comes number 11, Landry Hall in also. Warriors need a side out. It's match point. Tied at 1 set apiece. Sheraton up 14-13. Remember, we're playing to 15. Millage to serve on the way. Wiley, an overhead pass. Urach, setter dump on 2. Willis, McGee, Hall, blocked by Troutman. Back to the other Hall, the libero. Then McGee, Willis. She'll tip to the right of the block. And nobody there. That's the story of this match. The tip to the right of the Warrior block. And a vacant hole that nobody covers. Willis, her 12th kill. That's the 9th. For Sheraton in set 3. That's their 30th of the match. They win it 2-1. Warriors take the first set 21-16. Sheraton comes back and wins 21-19 and 15-13. That will complete our day here from the Mutchler Center, Davis County Varsity Volleyball Invitational in Bloomfield, Iowa. We'll take a 60-second break. Our final one. We'll come back and wrap everything up for you, get into our closing stuff as we close this broadcast down. Warriors go 2-3 on the day. We'll talk about all that after the 60-second final break. You're tuned into Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you from the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth here from the Mutchler Center, Bloomfield, Iowa. Davis County Varsity Volleyball Invitational is over for another year. Warriors lose that final match of the day by a score of 2-1. To the Sheraton Chargers, 21-16, 19-21, 13-15. Let's do a quick set and match recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. And this is the final post-game show of the day brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Now to serve you with Monument Sales and Irish Ridge Cremation, Cranston Family Funeralhome.com, sponsoring the Warrior post-game shows throughout the course of the year. In that set number 3, no service errors for the Warriors, 1 for Sheraton. 3 aces for the Warriors to none for Sheraton. Warriors with 5 kills, Sheraton with 9 in the third set. Warriors without a block for a point, Sheraton had 2. Let's take a look at some match totals. Service errors for Van Buren County, 3. Sheraton had 5. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 aces for the Warriors. Sheraton with 4. I had the Warriors with 24 kills. Sheraton had 30. Sheraton 4 blocks for a point. None for the Warriors. I would say that was the story of the match, the Sheraton block against some of our best hitters. And then also tipping to the right of the Warrior double block out of the middle. Nobody there to cover that empty hole. Let's take a look at some individual stats for the match. We'll start with Sheraton. Shelby Hall, the libero, an ace and a kill, and a bunch of digs. Mallory Willis, their middle hitter, an ace and 12 kills. Maya Millage with an ace. Bailey McGee, an ace and 2 kills. Landry Hall, 10 kills to back up Willis. And then Eddie Lane, 5 kills for her as well. For the Warriors, Ashlyn Huff led the way with 9 putaways. Marley Mertens had 8. Daphne Wells with 4. Lexi Wiley, 5 aces and a kill. Sophia Urach had those 3 aces, 3 out of the 8. And Ada Troutman with 2 kills as well. That's the way the stats line up. After that 5th match of the day for the Warriors, they lose it to Sheraton 2-1, 21-16. 19-21, 13-15. Player of the match for that one, let's go with Lexi Wiley with those 5 serving aces. Player of the match brought to you by Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. So we're going to keep it right here and just close this broadcast down. We'll after today's action. I should recap it once for you as well. 5 matches on the day. We started out by defeating Centerville 2-0. Lost to Davis County 2-0. Beat Central Lee 2-0. Lost to West Burlington 2-0. And then finally finished out the day losing to Sheraton by a score of 2-1. The Warriors go 2-3 on the day. The regular season is now over with a record of 19-14, 3-2 at home, 4-1 on the road, 12-11 in neutral site matches. That's a recap of today's action. All right, I'd like to thank my board operator today, Kyle Smith, back at the studio in Ottumwa. He pressing all the right buttons, as I always say, making this thing run smoothly for everybody. Big thanks to Kyle. I'd like to thank all of our listeners and viewers. If you were choosing one of the 2 ways to listen in or tune in today, we were on the air, 92.7 KTWA, your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites. Also streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. So if you chose one of those ways to make our Saturday broadcast part of your day, hey, a big thanks for doing so. We couldn't do it without you. If you're on your way home listening to the postgame show right now, please drive safely. AJ and I, we will do the same. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors here in the postgame show, and I'll run through them for you one more time, as I always do, a final time here in the regular season. The Van Buren County Community School District, Cranston Family Funeral Home, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, Smithburg Automotive, Dowd's Quick Stop, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, the Van Buren County Hospital, Wells Hometown Drug, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, First Iowa State Bank, Roto-Rooter, Slayton Polaris, Tugboat Transportation, and Wasco Hardware. If you're in the area, need some local business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. They're a huge part of why these broadcasts can be heard on the air. It's your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA, also viewed through the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. If you're not currently a sponsor of Warrior Sports, but you would like to be, get a hold of Margie at OttumwaRadio.com. She'd be more than happy to set you up with an ads package that's to your liking. You can feel good about getting your business name some advertising, feel even better about sponsoring Van Buren County Warrior Sports. Once again, if you'd like to sponsor Warrior Sports, it's Margie at OttumwaRadio.com. Totals and final one more time for you. Warriors go 2-3 on the day in a 6-team round-robin tournament. They defeat Centerville and Central Lee, but they fall to Davis County, West Burlington, and Sheraton. Next broadcast, well, let's see. Volleyball, that'll be Wednesday, October 22nd. They're going to host West Burlington in a Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal. We'll see what we do after that. We lose, we're done. We win, most likely, going up to Regina Catholic. That'll be the next volleyball broadcast. Football, still up in the air. This Friday, regular season, is a forfeit from New London. The Warrior record will be at 4-4. I think we need some help to make the playoffs, though. I think we need Danville to beat Wapello and then tie Wapello in the district and win by a head-to-head. But that's just kind of what I've been thinking about. We'll see how the state decides who's going to the playoffs, and that would be, I think, the 24th if we do happen to get a playoff matchup. So those are that's a look at the next broadcast coming up for Warrior Sports. That's going to about do it here for us. On behalf of Kyle Smith back at the studio in Ottumwa, the one and only Mr. AJ Rowe, my cameraman and on-site producer. My name is Shan Moken, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors. We're back again for the sports seasons of the 2025-26 school year. We'll all wish you a very pleasant rest of your Saturday afternoon and evening. We'll say so long to you from the Mutchler Center here in Bloomfield, Iowa, from the Davis County Varsity Volleyball Invitational. Warriors go 2-3 on the day to finish at, 19 and 14 on the year. We defeat Centerville and Central Lee today, fall to Davis County, West Burlington, and Sheraton. We'll talk to you next on that volleyball broadcast. It's a 7 p.m. first serve on that Wednesday, October 22nd. Pregame about 6:40 or 6:45 or so. The Warriors played well enough to host West Burlington in that Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal. That'll be the next time we talk to you. So, until then, you've been tuned in to Warrior Volleyball on this Saturday on the air at 92.7 KTWA, also streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. And one final time from the Mutchler Center in Bloomfield, Iowa, AJ and I